Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Classic Moments. I'm Bruce Howard, and when you think about great victories by TU athletic teams against top-ranked opponents, a couple come to mind. First of all, men's soccer, they beat Stanford one time, and then TU tennis defeated USC, the men's team winning against the #1 team in the nation. But in basketball and football, Tulsa has never beaten a #1. In fact, in football, the highest-ranked victory for TU is #7 Arkansas in 1971. In basketball, it's #5 UCLA in 1996 in the preseason NIT. And that is our focus of today's Classic Moment. The Golden Hurricanes started the 1996-97 season in the preseason NIT with a daunting task at #5 UCLA at historic Pauley Pavilion. The Hurricane had upset the Bruins a year and a half prior in the 1994 NCAA tournament in Oklahoma City. The expectation was UCLA would be ready.
You know, even though we beat UCLA a few years prior to, this was a little different because, you know, it was the first game of the season. It was at their home court, and they were ranked. They had just won a national championship probably a year or two before, and you know, they were expected to win that game.
We went out there very confident and an experienced basketball team, Shea Seals, and you know, he led our team in what we had to do. We took some big young kids, Michael Ruffin, Zac Bennett. Those guys performed well, Ray Poindexter, you know, and we all kind of came together.
Of course, for us, most of us being Oklahoma boys, it was a huge game because you hear about UCLA growing up, and the opportunity to beat them on their own floor was huge.
In the first half, neither team had more than a 6-point lead. Shea Seals drives and dished it off to Rafael Maldonado, and TU was down 13-9 in the early going. Here, Jamie Gillen misses, but Zac Bennett is there with the follow tip, and TU had an 18-16 lead, and Coach Robinson happy with the offensive board. This was Eric Coley's first ever game, and he played unafraid, knocking in the bank shot to cut into UCLA's lead, TU down by 1. Gillen was a role player, but he knocked down this three-pointer that pares the UCLA lead down to 33-31 near the end of the first half. Moments later, Rod Thompson would tie the game with this baseline runner, and it was 33-33. UCLA would lead 36-33 at half, and TU would trail by as many as 11 early in the second half.
So they were really excited, they were riled up, and you know, all we could do was just kind of rally around that, you know, just kind of slow down their momentum and regain it. I think that, you know, with the poise that we had, we didn't let it rattle us. You know, even though they could get ahead by 9 or 10 points, we never felt like we were out of the game.
In the second half, Adrian Crawford misses on a three-pointer, but Seals is there for the putback, and it's a 7-point game as TU starts their comeback. Moments later, Seals pops free for a three, and the Golden Hurricane had made it 50-46 UCLA. A few moments later, Crawford nails a three-pointer, and the Hurricane had gone on a 12-0 run to take a 1-point lead. Later, Eric Coley feeds down low to Michael Ruffin, who finishes, and TU is in the midst of a 10-0 run as they retake control 66-59 with 5.5 minutes to go. Ruffin with this short bank shot to finish off the big TU run. Then good defense by the Hurricane. It results in a fast break, and Johnny Gendron finishes it off for the Hurricane, and TU has a 68-60 lead. Great defense again by TU leads to another break, and with some unselfish play, Seals ends up with an easy dunk, and the Golden Hurricane has an 8-point lead with just over 2 minutes to play. But UCLA scored the final 8 points of regulation to tie it at 70, and the game went into overtime. In overtime, the Hurricane harasses UCLA into a turnover, and the pitch ahead to Seals for the easy one, and TU up by 2. But UCLA tied it, and with 2 seconds left, they fouled Zac Bennett on a putback attempt.
Somebody missed a shot, I got an offensive rebound, got fouled, went to the line.
You know, we didn't want to put too much pressure on them, so we was like, you got this, you know, and we made them feel confident and comfortable about it.
Missed the first one, because that was pretty much par for my career, about 50% from the line. Remember being extremely nervous to step up and shoot the second one.
I know the pressure probably mounted even more on that second one, but you know, he kept his poise, stepped up there with confidence. And
here's the second free throw. On the way,
Good! He hit the second one. And with 2 seconds left, UCLA will have possession.
And, you know, a few days later, and talking to family and friends, and everybody telling me how big my eyes were and how nervous I looked, and I absolutely was. I was, you know, I'm surprised I hit the rim at all. It slithered in. I'll take it though.
And the thing I remember most about the game is Zac Bennett hitting the free throws at the end of the game to help seal the victory for us.
So TU won the game 77-76 and advanced. 2 days later in Tulsa, the Hurricane hammered Oklahoma State, beating the Cowboys by 18 to advance to New York City and the semifinals of the NIT, where they lost to Duke. But the win over UCLA was special for a lot of reasons.
You know, for us, we had developed our championship culture and our pride, and we went out to LA and competed and won. You know, I think our victory in Oklahoma was saying, well, you can beat UCLA on your turf, but can you beat them in LA? And it was even more special because we had a chance to go to LA and beat them on their home floor.
Tulsa wins. Final score, TU 77, UCLA 76.